Welcome to Ms.LaForce Math Lesson Plan. Today's lesson, we will learn central tendency statistics, where students will understand the mean, median, and mode. Grade level 7th, and the type of class will be inclusion. Now, today we have a Focus Learner 1, which is Jose, an English language learner, and despite his disability, he has a hard time understanding and expressing himself. He struggles to develop the abilities in math, and today's lesson would help him significantly with the visual clues to have him understand the content of the material. And these visual clues will include pictures, charts, graphs, and maths. This lesson is designed to meet his needs because the graphic organizers are going to help Jose understand the plot complex material visually. Focus Learner 2 is Maribel, a student who has ADD-HD, limited strength and validity. Maribel struggles in math and other skills that are necessary in certain orders. So today, Maribel is going to work in a small group with stronger students performing in her group to motivate her during the lesson. This small group instruction would help Maribel when teaching the basic academic skills as math facts. So the models are going to be effective for Maribel and Jose today throughout the lesson. Common Core State Standards. To investigate chance process and develop, use, and evaluate probability models. Students will be able to calculate and record mean, median, and mode for their candies using bags of M&Ms. Then students work on their own to do the following activities. Focus question. What are the measures of central tendency? Students will understand the relationship between numbers in the data set through the calculation of mean, median, mode, and range. Do now. A list of 5 test scores were 60, 67, 73, 63, and 67. So students are going to find out the following for their do now question for 5 minutes. What is the mean, what is the median, and what is the mode for each? Key vocabulary, mean. When you think of averaging, that's the mean. Students will understand that that is when you add up all the numbers and divide it by the set in the list. Median. To determine the median, they're going to find out the middle number. The mode. Mode refers to the number that occurs the most. And the range is just the difference between the largest and the smallest value. These are the key vocabulary terms students will learn in this lesson. Now, this is going to be an assessment for students, a quick activity, no longer than 8 minutes. They're going to match the words in the first column with the appropriate definition listed in the right column. So, we have mean, median, and mode. For example, 1 mean will match C, the most common measure of average, and they will do the same thing for 2 median. Median is the number that we find out that comes across in the middle, and they'll match it with A. Mode, the number that is frequently in the set, D, and range, of course, would be B. The number found in the difference between the largest and smallest values in the set. Grouping. There will be 3 groups of 4 students. The green group will be the high functioning group. The red group will be the middle range functioning group. And the blue group will be the low performance group. The green group students are obligated to use regular peanut and crispy M&Ms. Red groups students are obligated to use regular and peanut M&Ms. And the blue group students are obligated to use M&Ms plain. Now, in each group, green will be the high functioning group. They'll be paired up to calculate the total of M&Ms in each bag for the mean, median, mode, and range. The middle range functioning group will have the same, calculating each, and the blue low performance group will calculate the same as well. Students will use this chart below to organize their data. This will help for Maribel and Jose, the focus learners 1 and 2. They will share their data with their group members and record them as well. They will use their data recorded to find the mean, the median, and the mode for each. Then they will compare their answers with their group members. As you see here, the tally, students will calculate the regular, peanut, and crispy amount for green, blue, yellow, all the different colors in the M&M bags. And here's a sample where they will actually place them in graphs to find out the different colors. After making calculations, students will work with other members to combine their answers and get a final number for each. Each group will then have a final set of numbers, which will be presented to the class as a whole. Then, the tally numbers will be put together on the smartboard to check the difference. In the bottom, you see this chart, which is very helpful for students to break down what color they had in each bag, what was the mean, what was the median, what was the mode, what was the range for each group, and then we total it on the smartboard so students could see as a whole. Assessment. At the end of the lesson, students should be able to define the vocabulary words introduced, mean, median, mode, and the steps operator needed to find them. Successfully order data from least to greatest. Identify the mode, if any, and calculate the range from any ordered data set. Find the mean of both even and odd sets of data. Solve the mean, a more complex operation that may require more practice. Students will be given this assessment at the end to answer 3 questions. For example, number 1 has 18, 18, 15, 18, 18, 24, 21, 21, 24, 14. So students will find the mean, median, and mode for each one in each data set. This will determine their ability of understanding what is the difference between the 3. And the rubric at the end, after the assessment, the category will be mathematical concepts, explanations, working with others, completion, and creativity. This will show that students are understanding based on the levels from 1 to 4. This is a great rubric so that you can see where your students lie at, if they were able to work well in groups, if they were able to complete the assessment. Closure. Students will share their data with their group members and record them as well. This information will show their group members what they completed for each. Secondly, students will also look at the package information to see how the company determines how many colors of M&Ms go in each bag. They will take this and reflect in their journals. Student journal reflection is a benefit for both students and the teacher to gain valuable feedback on these activities and the overall progress and readiness for upcoming exams on these topics. And that's all, folks. Thank you.